Many generations in our country have been involved in this motorcycle illegal racing, and at the same time, many bad effects have arisen that affect them and the public. Hello and good evening. My name is Mohamad Haqimy Aqif, Master, and today I will be going in persuasive speech about motorcycle illegal racing cancer in society. Look at this picture. How bad are the effects of the activity? This is what happens if illegal is ignored among young people. Shocking, isn't it? The world is becoming more modern, but this illegal activity still cannot be stopped at all. In a recent statistic, those who are between the ages of 18 to 22 years old make up 50% of the population, followed by those who are between the ages of 23 to 27 years old, which is 37%. Illegal races between the ages of 13 years old to 70 years old and 28 to 32 years old, a respective percentage of 3% and 11%. Most of the races involved in illegal racing activities like live in urban areas because they are straight road where it is their favorite place to race. According to the study, the subject was as much as 54% older when we first engaged in illegal racing activities with an age range of 15 to 17 years old. This activity is viewed negatively. Most of them have different levels of education. The percentage of illegal racers who complete the education up to the high school level is high, 38%, which university students following closely behind, 22%. Although most of them are students and receive group education, still they have involved in illegal activities that can ruin their future. There are several issues that we need to understand why and what leads them to be involved in illegal racing. Firstly, the involvement is due to peer influence, such as example, their friends started showing their interest in motorsport, but were influenced in the wrong way. When they started to have interest in racing, they began to be influenced by the illegal racing videos that are increasingly prevalent on the internet. From a modified motorcycle that I use for daily work have been modified due to being influenced by videos on the TikTok or YouTube platform. Same thing happens in my life. Some of my close friends used to share motorcycle modification video on TikTok, and I was started to have interest to modify my motorcycle. But luckily, I had early awareness from the video. This will make them tend to modify their motorcycle to be faster than their friends, so that their friends are more impressed with their machine. As as a result of often going to workshop for motorcycle modifications, they are more prone to make illegal races, and at the same time, they tend to get involved in illegal racing and they neglect their education. As they involve in illegal racing, they keep racing because of the prize if they win the race. Most of the prizes are money, collecting from betting result, ranging from 50 ringgit to 150 ringgit. These wages are typically set up by the race director, also referred to as a bookie in the community. This bookie will set up the wager that based on the kind of motorcycle that wishes to compete. There are typically only two or three races in this category, which is more valuable. In addition to money, they also have a racing spirit because they want the opponent's motorcycle where the machine has a higher power. This was uh, there was this illegal rider who won the opponent's motorcycle in the bet, and at the same time, he also usurped the king throne in his opponent's area. This has a profound effect on the illegal riders because this motorcycle are the only ones they use to do their daily work. When they involve in illegal racing, surely there are several impacts that can harm themselves and the public. Commonly, when racing, they are in a very fast state by riding machine that are modified without following the standards. where the percentage for motorcycle that are ridden to lose control experience brake system problem is very high and can make them fall and collide with each other from the impacts on public negative effects on the general public such as social and economic problems. Those who are involved in this illegal activity can disturb the life of the local community because of the noise produced by their motorcycle, especially at night. Through my experience, there was a time in the middle of the night where I came home from hanging out with my friends. There is a straight road near the housing estate where they make their place together and race. They block the road and at will and make noise with their motorcycle and disturb the people living nearby. Uh, when involved in this illegal racing activity, they need a lot of they need a lot of money to modify their motorbikes to make them faster, even though there is no job. This causes them to graze and damage their potential to help the country in the economy. Furthermore, when involved in illegal racing, there is a chance for the occurrence of social symptom problem that can have an adverse effect on them. Uh, One of them occurrence of drug trafficking when they gather to race. When they gather, there is an opportunity for drug dealers to distribute drugs such as heroin, morphine, marijuana that make them trance and lose self-control. Not forgotten, either the occurrence of uncontrollable association and the self-esteem of women who involve themselves with this group make them dishonorable and when they are used as a collateral in an illegal race. So, what to do to curb this problem? Illegal racing, illegal racing is a serious and cancerous problem in this country. So, here are some of my suggestions to overcome these problems. To prevent them from using public roads, the government can play the role by provide the local racing tracks for each state in this country with a cheap fee for them, so they don't have to race on the public road and cannot harm innocent life too. Furthermore, authorities such as the police investigate workshop that modify motorcycle illegally, even if it sounds like closing other people's livelihood. It can further reduce the problem of modified motorcycle that do not follow the standards and sell unregistered motorcycle spare parts that can harm the rider itself. When there is in the racing tracks, They can rest. They can rest and safe because they follow the right regulation, such as wearing the racing suits and wearing the full face helmet. So when they crash and collide with each others, they will still in safe state. For local drag racing tracks, they can modify their bikes, following the rules, and have a good fight between them without involving accident with other people. And at the same time, their motorbikes are also in safe condition because they customize they follow the drag racing regulations and they don't need to test their top speed on the public road. Motorcycle that were used in illegal workshops were led and confiscated. Workshops that provide the service should be closed and business license may be withdrawn. In the same time, stop the problem of stolen motorcycles because many stolen motorcycles are used as modified spare parts. In the last section of my speech, in conclusion, I would like to deliver my action for the solution that I recommended. As we reflect from the issues and impacts, illegal racing can cause fatalities not for the racers but the public too. I agree. Authorities should raise fines, sue, and withdraw their license. The arrested offenders should be educated and given awareness. If this problem is not solved, our country will experience a big problem because there are no potential leaders of quality as they are involved in crime. The public should report this crime if they see this illegal event as soon as possible, because in a small way, this has shown our responsibility as citizens. Uh, Last but not least, if there is no awareness, impulses license cancellation for life must be the last resort. Even though it's just racing, if an accident happens, it can cause trauma to innocent individual. I hope from this speech, I can persuade my audience to spread awareness due to engagement in motorcycle illegal racing. Thank you for your time.